Hi, my name is Des J, and I am a leadership coach. And so I'm here to talk to you this evening about life in general, the things that we go through, and how do we overcome those things. And it really all comes down to our decisions. So I'm going to kind of share my journey with you here in just a bit and try to make it as direct and straightforward as possible, understanding the time constraints of this particular avenue. So my was difficult at times. My mother was a waitress early on for Sizzler, and she worked day in and day out to make sure that we had food to eat. But at the end of the day, I still understand and realize that my parents aren't accountable to my life, right? I'm accountable for what I do now. And so we as the people, we have to be very resilient. You have to step up to the table. It's not just about you, it's about your God given talent. And when your God given talent hits life, your God given talent will always win if you're being true to yourself. So we're really at the point now where we have to really stop making excuses, like stop finding reasons why someone else is holding you down because you really are your own creator. You were born for something and you just really want to dig in and find your craft, respect your craft, and live your damn craft. You're not the hood that you grew up in, nor the trailer park, nor the suburbs, or whatever type of life that you live. That is not who you are. It is what you experienced. And now you may have learned a lot of great lessons along the way, and you can reflect back to your childhood about the power of those experiences. And honestly, many times you'll find that in those experiences, you learn the most about yourself, either what you want to do or what you want to make sure that you do not do in your life going forward. So respect that, understand that, realize that that has a purpose and a place in your life for where you are right now. You're not the trap that people left you to fall into. No, Martin talked about a dream, and you are that dream. And you are the world that Michael talked about, of we being the children. We are the offspring of that, and of those songs, and of those speeches that really catapults us into our life. When Forbes interviews the greats, they're talking about you. You need facts, though. You've got to have emotional stability. You need to leave those that aren't going anywhere, that don't have a plan, that don't have a purpose, that when you ask, hey, what's your plan for the next couple weeks, or what are you doing tomorrow, and they're clueless, those people you need to leave behind because they're not on track with a destiny. And you were born to have a destiny. Yeah, mentors matter, professional and public counselors matter, professors even matter if you can afford them. But what matters most at the end of the day is your resilience. And your sheer talent is enough for you not to give up. You never lose unless you stop trying. Unless you give up and throw in the towel, you have never truly lost. You've only learned a lesson, something that's going to take you to your next step. You may be in the valley, then you'll get to the mountain. It is all about life, and life has cycles in it. As long as you do not give up, you're still in this thing to win it. And you have to know that for yourself. And if you don't have those around you that will remind you of that, then you have to look in the mirror and tell that to yourself. You're no different from the tickers. You're the truth. Okay? Facts only, baby. That's the truth. Find it, search for it. Share your experience, help someone else along their journey. It'll give you the greatest pleasure, and you'll grow so much more than you ever thought you could grow. Build upon your own knowledge. Take the limits off of yourself. Remember that the lessons that you learned as a kid were only a part of a journey to take you to where you are going. It is not the end unless you say it's the end. And then that's when it really becomes the end. And if that's the case, then you really need to go out and seek some help, because I encourage you right now that it's never truly the end unless you give up. Believe that all of that comes back. You're on a journey that's distinct only to you. I can never be you. You can never be me. That means that you have a talent and a gift that I could never give the world. and one that I have that you can never give the world. That's a part of this, right? The master plan is bigger than what we are thinking about in our one moment of time. If you look up at the stars, it should just blow your mind. Take a moment and do that and see that all this could not have been created if we were just here to do nothing and to fall by the wayside. It's not the truth. It's not reality. It's not real. But you have to own that. You have to know that for yourself. You are an overcomer. Those forks in the road that you encounter all throughout your life, those are decision points. And yeah, you may be like me, you didn't make the right decision at that time, but that's okay too. You may have made the wrong decision, but that decision was a learning lesson for you. And so now when you get to that next fork, you have a new decision to make, and you can choose differently. And that's why you always have the ability to recreate your life. And step by step and decision by decision, you can recreate your life in moments of time. The moments truly matter. The journey matters even more. So find out who you are. The essence of who you are is the truth of who you are. You will not please the world, so stop trying. There will always be a naysayer. Look at all of your celebrities that you love to hate. There's always someone that has something negative to say. But it doesn't define that person. That doesn't define your character, because everyone is human. I'm going to make mistakes. You're going to make mistakes. Celebrities that we look at are going to make mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. No one is above or immune from the trials and tribulations of life. And so knowing that should bring a comfort to you in saying that, you know what, it's okay if I misstep here or I misstep there. The real goal is to learn from that, to build wisdom from that, to make a different decision going forward, and to again come back to your truth. What were you created for? What have you always loved? What would you do for free? Because that is truly who you are. I'm Dash J, your leadership coach. Like or share my video. Please share any comments that you have. 1.